How do I fire my cleaning lady? Oh, I hate this question. But all right, let's talk about it anyway. My name is Angela Brown, and this is Ask a House Cleaner. This is a show where you get to ask a house cleaning question, and I get to help you find an answer. Now, today's show is brought to us by SavvyPerks.com. This is a perks program that is designed for small businesses so that you can incentivize and motivate your employees. So that if you're planning an employee outing, let's say you're going to have a great big employee day, and you're going to take all of your employees whitewater river rafting. Then what you do is you go to the nearest whitewater center or the nearest river, you set up your whitewater river rafting trip, and you use your Savvy Perks discount to pay for it. It's employee pricing for small business owners. So finally, for the first time, small business owners get the employee discounts that only large companies and corporations used to get. And so it's an amazing opportunity for everything from restaurants to fast food to hair care and salon to all different kinds of pet medications, employee discount days, outdoor adventures, services. It's a variety of things. There are over 250,000 restaurants, retailers, services, and adventures on Savvy Perks. So check it out at SavvyPerks.com. All right, on to today's show, which is from a homeowner who wants to fire her house cleaner, and she wants her key back, and she doesn't want the house cleaner to steal her stuff or to go ballistic on her when she fires her. So she says, how do I fire my house cleaner and have the least amount of collateral damage? Okay, so this is tough because most house cleaners don't like confrontation, and surprise, surprise, neither do homeowners. So there's this weird, awkward moment where we hired you in good faith. For some reason, you didn't do a very good job, or you were unreliable, or we don't like you for some reason. I don't know what the reason is that they're firing her, but for some reason, they're firing their house cleaning lady, and they want their keys back, and they don't want any fallout. Okay, well, this is tough, but you're the homeowner. This is your home. This is your private domain, and you're the king. And so you get to call all the shots. You're the one that does the hiring. You're the one that does the firing. And so in this particular scenario, you have to let this person go. And I'm trusting you're letting them go for a bad reason because you don't want any fallout. If this is somebody that was good to you and you have to let them go because your finances have changed, you just say, oh golly, something bad happened to our finances and we can't afford you anymore. We're so sorry, but we have to let you go. And thank you so much for your service. And if our situation ever changes again, we'll hire you back. That's not what I'm hearing. What I'm hearing is how do we fire you without you becoming hostile to us? So that's a fear right up front, because the person that cleans your house does have access to your house and they have access to your key, and they could do all kinds of damage on the way out the door. But as a homeowner, what you need to realize is this. The person that is cleaning your house, whatever went wrong, first of all, I'm sorry about that. Whatever went wrong, they still have a business to run. And they are hoping that as you fire them, that you do not leave a bad rating and review for them. They are just as worried about their reputation as you are about your property. And so what you need to do is go into this realizing, I am in control of the situation. This is my home. I made a decision for my home in the best interest of my family and my home. And I'm sorry, but it doesn't include you anymore. It's a matter-of-fact thing. Don't worry about hurting their feelings and don't worry about them becoming hostile. What you may want to do is be as polite as possible. Don't lie. Don't tell them that you got fired from your job. Don't tell them that, something magical happened that didn't happen. Don't make excuses. Just come right out and say, hey, listen, we hired you and this is what we were hoping for. And this is an opportunity as a homeowner for you to really share with them where they screwed up. Because if you do it in a nice, loving, constructive criticism type of way, it might change a couple of things within their company so that they can go on and they can better themselves. Now they're losing you as a customer, so they've got nothing to lose by you sharing this conversation with them. And I recommend that you do, and do it honestly. Say, hey, listen, we've noticed over the last several times that you've cleaned that there are certain rooms of the house that have been skipped altogether. And that's really disappointing to us because that was part of our original agreement. And instead of us pursuing this agreement and just hoping that it's going to get better, we've decided to move on. And so we need our key back. And this will be our last cleaning today. So I just want to thank you for your service. You might even consider giving them a not a severance package, but a goodbye, like here's an extra $50 or something. We really appreciate the service that you have provided for us. It's going to soften everything. It's going to let them know that, hey, they screwed up. Hey, they can do a better job. I mean, it costs a lot of money to gain a new customer. All the time and the investment that they have in your house and the time that they spent getting to know you and your family and your animals and doing the walkthrough and all this stuff. And now they're going to leave and they have to go replace you. And so you might just say, hey, there are 6 things that we wish were different. And I wanted to share those with you on the way out the door so that you can fix these 6 things with future customers that you have. And if you're a grown-up and you have eye contact and you're able to present your ideas in a clear manner, that person can take the information and they're going to go away and say, man, I just got fired from a job. I can't believe this happened to me. And they said there were 6 things I screwed up on, and it might totally wreck their day. But the next day they're going to wake up and say, wow, I've got 6 things I need to work on so I don't lose the rest of my customers. And then it's going to change the way that they focus their energy on their future business. Now, as a business owner, I didn't start out perfect. I'm not perfect now. I still make a lot of mistakes. And the mistakes I make, I don't know that I'm making them while I'm making them, right? We learn as we go. And people are like, man, I wish you didn't do that. And you're like, oh, is that bad? Yeah, that's bad. Don't do that again. You're like, oh, okay, won't do that again. And then you make notes and you make progress and you move on. So yeah, we've all had bumps in the road. We've all been fired from jobs. I've been fired from jobs for a variety of different reasons. Some were valid, some weren't. But on my way out the door, I wanted to make sure that I didn't burn any bridges. And you want to do the same. You never know when you're going to want to hire that same house cleaner back. Or you may never know that you have a house cleaner down the road who calls you and says, hey, listen, I'm getting ready to go work for so-and-so. I know she used to clean your house. Can you give me a recommendation? And you can say, well, we ended up firing her for 6 reasons that we understood she fixed and went on, and we've heard great reviews from the neighbors ever since. You might be able to give them a recommendation later on. I don't know. But my suggestion is leave as peacefully as possible. Do request the key back at the end of the day. Don't suspect that anything weird is going to happen, because for the most part, house cleaners are good people and they're trying to protect their reputation just like you're trying to protect your property. And so make it very clear, I'm not going to leave you any bad ratings and reviews. I just want to make sure that you know that these 6 things cost you this job. And I'd hate for you to lose other jobs in the future for the same 6 careless moves. And if you do it with love and kindness and compassion, they're going to learn from that experience and they'll move on. All right, so that is how you fire your house cleaner. You do it in a very loving and kind way, and you do it immediately. Don't stretch it out. Don't keep hoping things are going to get better, because they don't. I talk to house cleaners every single day that got fired and they have no idea why. And I talk to homeowners every day and they fire house cleaners and they never tell them why. And I sit here going, y'all are not helping each other at all. I mean, this is a business, right? It's a business transaction. You give somebody money in exchange for a service. You have the right to say, hey, this wasn't up to my standard of excellence. Tell them why. And as a business owner, they have a right to know. They need to have that feedback. All right, that's my 2 cents for today. All of y'all get together, patch it up, share your ideas, have a real grown-up conversation, and get it out in the open. Because that way everybody wins. And when you go to hire the next house cleaner, you're going to be in a whole different position, because you're going to cover those 6 things up front. You're going to say, hey, here's what I expect from my house cleaner. And they'll say, oh, well, I guess I can do that. And they'll fix those things that you didn't like about the last person. But do it in a way that's positive and uplifting and encouraging. All right, until we meet again, leave the world a cleaner place than when you found it.